Welcome back to Andertons TV. I am the captain.
And I'm Danish Pete. Hello.
This is another episode of Tales from the Pedal Cabinet, where we go through some of the more unusual pedals that have passed across our shores today. And so in this video, we're going to be looking at the new Focus Fuzz from Great Eastern Effects, the Silvertone from Jackson Audio, the Atom Tom from the Atom Tom. It's pedal and sat-nav all in one. It's from Browne Amplification, the Black Mountain from Greer, and the New Wave chorusy lots of things from another Jackson Audio pedal. Yeah.
Sorry, I lost focus.
So, okay, pedal number one, the Great Eastern Effects Company in Cambridge in the UK, home of clever people. Are they clever people? I think they generally are.
In Cambridge.
And MI6.
And they just row everywhere. I've heard.
Lots of comedians. What's the, I don't know why I'm asking you these questions. What's the theatre group at Cambridge University that all of the famous comedians come through?
I got no idea.
Whatever. You'll know,
won't you?
Yeah.
Links
I didn't
below
go to
for
Cambridge. I barely went to school. The
door was locked.
This
but
is
the
a
other door
fuzz
was
pedal.
open, but you couldn't. Sorry, you couldn't. Before you do that, please like and subscribe to this channel. If you're new, thank you very much for joining us. And if you have been here for a while, then good to have you back. Links are below for all of these products, and you can also win some stuff. Hit the notification bell and all that.
You can tell Pete's not bored of saying that in every single video for the last 3 years. And there are timestamps below, so if you're not interested in these pedals, you just want to find out about this one, go and use those.
That's the middle one that goes to the next video, right?
This is a very limited edition pedal, right? Only 250 of you lucky people are going to be able to get one of these because that's all they've made. Now, why is that? I hear you all asking.
Yeah.
It's because, and I'm reading this here, that the Great Eastern Effects Company have managed to secure a quantity of NOS Soviet-era germanium transistors to make 250 pedals. Wow. Soviet era. That was literally, they found Mikhail Gorbachev's secret stash of NOS transistors, didn't they?
He had just a jacket hanging up that they were throwing it out
in the pocket.
And it was like, oh my God, what is this then?
Anyway, so they bought these. And as I'm sure all you Fuzz fans out there will know, getting hold of those old transistors is, they're in short supply. This will be fun. There's a section of the manual here that says what makes it different. Okay, and then they go on to say, it's a fuzz pedal for, I still can't say
this. It's a fuzz pedal.
It's a fuzz pedal for people who don't like fuzz.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, so what they're basically saying, and I think I fall into this category. So what they're saying is that
you don't like anything.
If you get a fuzz face or a tone bender and you've tried to use one, you probably like the sound of the artist, like the good guitar players using them.
Yes.
But maybe you don't get that sound when you use it yourself. I think that's what they're trying to imply. So this is going to give you that sound, even though you're not Eric Johnson or whoever. So it says it loves both humbuckers and single coils. Good guitar to demonstrate that with.
One of these Player Series limited edition ones.
Limited edition FSR. No issues with buffers, wahs, or placing other pedals before or after. That's interesting.
That's nice.
And it has a focus control, which means you won't get lost in the mix.
I like the enclosure as well. It's that old kind of hammerite, whatever it's called.
Okay.
It's called hammerite?
Yes. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Here's my clean tone, Lee. Could I have my clean tone first? Just. Full hamburger! pickup. Give us some
Okay,
more
I'm going
fuzz,
to.
man.
I will dial the fuzz back now, and we'll see the extent of its.
It's
Do you know what I
almost
like?
Overdrive,
I
then.
like the fact that it doesn't, because a lot of fuzz pedals, you turn the fuzz all the way down,
Yeah.
there's no volume at all.
I agree.
But this is just like a low fuzz.
That's obviously a nice overdrive.
Oh, I like that.
I like that. I like that. I like it. I like it. Do you like it? I like it. Do you
Whilst
like
you're
it?
playing, I will increase the fuzz.
So it's not super duper fuzzy. Was that all the way up?
All the fuzz got bucket loads of level in
Yeah.
there.
I think if you
Bucket loads.
let's see how let's just go. No.
What?
No?
The level was.
No, I just wanted fuzz and then all the way up with the fuzz, all the way up with the focus. See that now it gets that sort of the more dial the volume back. It's got that Velcro thing going on.
That is
It's
a good
great
pedal, but we are moving on.
Yes,
now,
we are moving on.
I like that. Congratulations to
well done, David.
the
Thanks for
great
sending that out to
Eastern
try out.
Effects Company. Right, now,
This is cool, man.
this is cool,
This
he
is
says,
cool, man.
reaching for his phone.
For his
1963, 30 years before I was born. History was made with the release of the Silvertone Twin 12 amp.
Here it is.
Would you say history was made when that amp came out? I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, anyway, so it was originally listed in the
History.
Sears catalogue as the 1484.
Was it?
And it was in the catalogue for 4 years, and it became the most coveted of all Silvertone amplifiers. I've never known that any Silvertone amplifiers were coveted. I always thought Silvertone was like a sort of affordable guitar
Well, they
amplifier.
are, but that's like K guitars, isn't it?
K.
Jack, what's his name plays it? Jack White plays them.
Well, it's
Well,
almost
here we go,
like
come on.
it's almost like you peeped over my shoulder and read my notes.
I can't,
So
I'm
yes,
blind.
artists that are best known for using the Silvertone
Let's have
Twin 12. Didn't JHS do a Twin 12
I don't know.
double barrel? Wasn't that there?
Was it?
I can't remember. Anyway, so Jack White, Dave Grohl, Beck, Billy Joe Armstrong.
Billy G.
They've had to literally put. So I feel a bit sorry for Billy Joe Armstrong. So Dave Grohl doesn't have the Foo Fighters in brackets after his name. Everyone knows who Dave Grohl is, right? But Billy Joe Armstrong has Green Day in brackets after his name. So
Poor
I think
man.
it's unfair.
It is unfair. If you
Dan
know those.
Auerbach.
All right.
Of
yeah.
the black, he does have the Black Keys in brackets after his name, which is useful because I would not have known had it not said that. Anyway, this is a collaboration between Jackson Audio and Silvertone, and basically it's a preamp overdrive pedal.
It looks amazing.
Do it.
Stumbling over my fingers there.
Crikey.
That sounds
It
great,
doesn't
man.
sound like any of the artists that we just read out off that list. So I'm
think-
guessing it's got a lot more. We need to go into
Gain it
the
up.
realms of mega gain. Well, you know what? Let's sweep it.
Man, it's almost got a fuzz.
I feel like the amp is being beaten with a piece of rubber hosing or something like that, and it's just sort of going, please don't.
I feel like it's going, do it more. That's
do you
what
think?
I'm doing.
You've gone two amplifiers. Oh, you naughty man.
Yeah, we've got the new wave. Not the new.
Wowzers.
The new something.
Are there any settings you'd like me to? I mean, we have a little 2-band EQ, bass and treble.
Yeah, I just like that, but it's slightly broken up.
So not.
Maybe a little bit more gain, a little bit less volume. More volume, please.
Killer headroom on there. I mean,
Exactly.
you can literally, you can really feel you've
beautiful.
got this big fatness before it's gonna.
Beautiful feel. Nice.
Don't you think as well?
Really nice.
If you think about those old K catalogue and Sears catalogue stuff, it's the modern equivalent of Argos basically putting out a top of the range valve amp line.
But
it would
we
just
better-
never happen.
We
would
better
it?
buy all the stuff from Argos now, put it
All the
away
really-
somewhere.
All the really
and
crap little
never
5-watt
use it.
transistor amplifiers.
Yeah,
that
and
you
now
get.
I bet you then in 40 years' time, we would have got this is the new
was
pedal.
the
that
Argos.
We've modeled it on the Argos fire.
And we'll be literally strapped up to some sort of life support machine, watching ourselves, watching the modern day YouTube presenters just laughing, going, "They were so rubbish." I
remember back in the day.
In 3D virtual, probably. Or
Yeah, they're
whatever
right
it's gonna
there in
be
front
now.
of us.
Anyway,
Get out.
that's the Jackson Audio Silvertone Twin 12, and
I remember.
that could be yours for the princely sum of £259.
I thought it was going to be more.
Yeah,
I thought
did
it was going
too.
to be 3 plus.
Jackson Audio pedals are often expensive,
Yeah,
aren't they? Should
yeah.
we move on?
We should.
We'll move on. Browne Amplification, very small company based out of the US that make one of our favourite overdrive pedals of all, the Protein Drive.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
We've really endorsed those. Endorsed? There's no commercial arrangement here, but we do like them very much.
Yeah, I've got one in my
for 2 or 3 years, I would have thought, at least now. And it's 2 pedals in one. And what they have done over the last year is release them as single pedals. So the what's
put
the
them
other
on
one
screen,
called?
mate.
What's it called?
The Carbon.
The Carbon.
Yeah.
So the Carbon is the Blues Breaker side.
Yeah.
And now the Atom is the Noble side.
It's the Nashville,
Nashville
hero,
side.
unsung hero of the Nashville guitar town. But with their twist, of course.
With their twist,
With their twist,
absolutely. A little twist of lemon.
A twist
so the ODR is a great sounding pedal.
Yes.
So let's just see
It's
what
awesome
Protein
pedal.
have done to fiddle around with that. Yes,
Just
sir.
like, there you go, it's just a tone. It's just a great sound.
According to the website,
It's a blip.
it says that whilst this circuit originated from the classic ODR1, it is not a clone. I'm not entirely sure what is a clone then, if it's not basically an origination of someone else's. So
I don't know.
What does that mean?
So
I
if
mean,
you
it's
clone
just-
a
so I
sheep-
suppose what it means is it's not a complete rip-off of the ODR1. It's like an inspired version.
You want to clone the sheep, but then the giraffe comes out of it. Is that what it is? Like,
Absolutely.
it's not a clone of the
Crikey,
sheep.
imagine a sheep giving birth to a giraffe. His head comes out first, and it's just like for about 6 foot.
I think it just goes.
And the rest of the body.
That's it. That opens up like a flower.
Wow, Dolly the sheep. Right.
Dolly the
let's
parson.
see the range on this.
It's got lots of gain, I think. It almost gives you added some bit of gain on there.
Can
That's
I
good sound.
ask you a question, Pete, as a professional guitar player? I have absolutely no idea why the ODR1 is referenced as this like Nashville pedal. Nashville for me is country, maybe sort of country rocky bluesy sort of thing, but predominantly a country kind of vibe to it. So and the ODR1 has always for me been quite a gainy pedal.
It is a gainy pedal.
Why is it,
I think it's great at
Nashville
low gain.
thing?
I don't know. I've never lived in Nashville. If I would live in Nashville, it scares me because everybody, you go around the corners, there's somebody guitar player. You know,
you know what I mean? You were going to say why it scared you then, but okay, good answer.
Well, it scares me because of last time I was over there, that little alleyway, and never got my money back. I think it's something to do
play
with
some Tom Bukovic.
Can't play.
Okay. He's an ODR1 guy, isn't he?
I think they all are.
Are they?
The old ones. They all.
Welcome to Nashville. Have an ODR1.
Have an ODR1. Yeah, exactly.
That's when you get there.
I mean, it sounds great, man. It's got this singing. Really nice, sort of just.
So you've got
harmonies.
A Browne amplification, protein drive. This sounds gainier than your kind of ODR1 side, or am I just imagining
I don't
that?
put much gain on it.
I see.
I use them together. So with the Dane and then the blue side, or the Dane and the green side. So
Okay,
but the cool thing, if you buy these, you can swap them around. The other way
you can't do on the protein drive.
Exactly.
I see.
Right, you can just have that.
Well, that's
and that in the middle. You can
anyway.
have that.
Let me tell you about the Atom. Again, can be yours for £239 English money, and they're in stock as well.
Yeah,
we
nice
like
colour
that
as well.
a
I like
lot.
that colour.
Do you like that? It's a bit beige.
Yeah, I like the
That's
colour.
your thing, is it?
Yeah.
Fine.
All these flat colours are just my thing.
Made in Kansas City.
Here I come.
Which, the trivia fact for you probably know this anyway, apparently is not in the state of Kansas. So work that one out. Just saying.
Is that
right.
so? What is that? You went back wrongly.
I don't know. I think
Toto, we're not in
Kansas
anymore.
City is, from what I remember, is just over the border of the next state. So actually, Kansas State. Oz is fact checking me now because Oz is always.
Is that where the Black Mountain is then?
For facts. That's why we call him the fact hunt.
Fact hunter.
Do you want to just verify the Kansas thing or not? There we are. See, I told you. Right.
Okay, so where's the Black Mountain then?
The Black Mountain. That's in Mordor.
Yeah,
that's where Sauron.
where Nick Greer lives.
Nick Greer, one of the finest
legend.
combinations of truckers' hats and beards that you'll see on the internet.
Yeah, what a lovely
this
guy.
Is a crunch drive pedal from him, and he's in Athens, which trivia for you is not in Greece.
Do you want to fact check that as well? You want to fact hunt that?
I can confirm.
Yeah.
Athens is indeed in Greece, but it's also in Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay, this sounds great, doesn't it? So let's just get into this one as well.
fat though, isn't it?
This circuit was inspired by many conversations and developed with the Darkness, and specifically their Permission to Land album.
So that's like a massive.
But I'm sure the Darkness, whilst they are currently, I think,
Laney
endorsing Laney, or one of them is. I think Justin might be, or is it Dan? I can't remember.
Dan. Justin.
But I'm sure they historically were all Les Pauls and Marshalls, weren't they? Right. Let's go from little bit to a lot of gain.
It's good, man. Let me go bridge. Yeah, nobody likes that. Yes, man. What is that? What is that sound?
You know what I would like to do before we move on to the final pedal in this demo, which is a modulation pedal. No, what I was going to do, you can use a Les Paul if you want. I was just going to set all the pedals up with a sort of a similar setting and just step through them so people could get the kind of the vibe of each one. So here we go, focus fuzz. I was just about to feedback and I switched it off. Sorry about that. I am going to give the award for nicest switch of the day to the Atom.
Yeah, it's got a nice little switch there.
Nice switch. So, finally, we're back to Jackson Audio. This is, I love the graphics on it. I mean, it's so 80s from when I was just 2 years old. I'm amazed I can even remember it. So the new wave is a modulation pedal with lots of different modes, and I believe is a collaboration with Mark Lettieri.
Yeah,
apologies, Mark. Yeah. I always pronounce your surname wrong. And it is MIDI and
stereo,
programmable and stereo,
in out,
and uses Bucket Brigade.
BB 3000 something it was called.
Wow. Yeah. And if I remember rightly, we've got lots of different types of 70s and 80s and rock choruses and vibratos and rotaries and harmonics and stuff like that.
This kind of gives it away though, doesn't it?
New wave. It's very 80s kind of
70s, 80s sort of inspired type thing vibe.
It does a couple of things that you're unlikely to see on other pedals, which we will demonstrate. One is bloom mode. So bloom mode, which is where it goes from the dry sort of non-affected signal and you switch it on and you get this like gradual, pretty quick, like over a second or two. It's like it comes in with Orlando bloom. And then you switch it off and it does the same thing. It kind of goes, oh, I just fade away.
Derek.
Mike.
Derek Bloom.
Field. And then the other side, it has a ramp mode. So again, you can switch between 2 speeds of modulation, and it does that wicked kind of Leslie thing where a ramp comes up and then your dog can get in the back of your car when it's a bit too old.
Oh, it's going to ramp your leg.
So, no, you know what ramp does on a Leslie, right? If you don't, we shall demonstrate it. So let's just turn it on and flick through some different... Oh, hello.
Oh, man. Here,
holy mother! And we not only have we got, what is it?
So here is the chorus,
7
and
different
vibrato,
modes.
right?
I've just pulled my mic out. Sorry, 6 or 7 different modes, and then we've got different sine waves for each of those modes.
And up here you got the dryness knob. And you go into the chorus and then to the vibrato. So let's go. That's like semi-dry.
Oh, I see. So the more mix you put in, the more vibrato it goes.
So this is all dry. And then you add it on to it.
Yeah, put a bit of ointment on.
Yeah.
I'm just going to immediately tell you something super cool and something slightly annoying. It's so fat and lush and reminiscent of all the best choruses from that time, but it is a little bit noisy in the background. And I think that's kind of it's probably a characteristic of its thing.
See, so as soon as you add it in here, so if if it's slightly dry still, if you keep it slightly dry, it's not as noisy. Well, funny enough, I mean, you would think it would be the other way around, wouldn't it?
Right. Come on, let's move on. Let's try the next one.
Yeah.
Here's the next one.
So that's your 80s one.
Oh.
Man,
was that the P. Diddy version,
good.
or was that the original
it goes like
version?
That's how we played it with Westlife, believe it or not.
Really? Yeah. What, you had to do a little... what were you avoiding, PRS or something? Did you ride a motorbike on stage and then rap over it?
Yeah.
Okay, next. So good.
There it is, there it is, there it is.
Fat, lushy sound. Fat, lushy.
That's nice, man.
Sorry, that was the rock mode. Did you go back or did I not get past it?
I don't think you went past it there.
I do apologise. That was the rock mode.
So, hang on. I know this is a little bit as we always... So you can go chorus.
Well, I guess it's...
And then into the vibrato.
Is it where there's no dry signal, so you've just got the wobble, whereas the chorus effect is always a mix of the dry and the wobble?
You tell me, man.
Okay.
So obviously that's darkened.
I'm going on, otherwise we'll be here all day.
That's why I'm here all day anyway. Got anything else to do? What does that do there?
What does that do where? That's the depth.
Oh. If you go deep, it's nice to have a little bit of, it's not too dry. I think it sounds great,
I think
man.
pedal
That sounds
manufacturers
lovely.
from the 70s and the 80s were a bit like children's TV show writers, like Captain Pugwash and so basically what they did was they managed to sneak in innuendo everywhere without anybody realizing, and then obviously it's 30, 40 years later.
And now we still do it because we are childish men who don't have anything else to do.
What's this last one? Does that say DC? UC? UC.
I mean, that sounds great, man.
Right, I'm going to show you now this bloom and ramp mode.
Ramp Orlando.
I'm just going to go back to something. I'm going to probably set up a slightly over the top chorus because then it's... For whatever reason, ignore me. I got to say, congratulations, Jackson Audio. I think this is one of the best sounding chorus pedals I've ever heard.
Yes.
So I hold this button down here till we get a different color. Now green, even though the light is on, the effect is off, right? So if we strum now, there's no... Okay, so check this out when it's going to bloom in like a flower. And I guess you can decide how fast or slow it blooms. And let's try and make it bloom in slower. Just
bloom in slow. I like it when it blooms in slowly.
It's like a time-lapse David Attenborough program.
Yeah. Tap that tempo.
So that is the bloom mode. I'm going to switch that bloom mode off.
Oh, that sounds good, man.
Okay, now I'm going to show you the ramp mode, which is kind of the same thing, but what it's doing is switching between two speeds rather than switching it on and off. So again, hold that down like I just did there.
That might be a bit too fast for me.
Well,
but,
one of the things that the manual did say, I haven't bothered to read how to do this.
Of course not.
The default ramp mode will just take however fast it is and make it half as fast, but you can absolutely program exactly how much slower you would like it to go. And it does MIDI, and you can put an expression pedal in it.
So it still works if you've got, so now I just went back into the... I bloom and ramp, I want to ramp bloom that.
It's like a couple of 70s comedians. It's like...
Bloom and ramp. Let's get some more reverb on that. Could you turn a bit more reverb on there, please? I'm just going to get a little bit more reverb on here. So, I remember the first time I sat on a chair. Maverick without
Gun. I kind of feel like distortion and chorus is classic Maverick, isn't it?
Oh, so it saves that then. So now it's saved, the ramping is not on. Gonna switch to the other bit, see then. You set the tempo.
I see.
Oh, it's a great sound, man. think that's the wrong vibe you got there.
I picked the rock vibe. Do you want...
I love it. I love it.
Honestly,
I love it.
We are so
great,
blessed
man.
these days with great pedals. Thank you very much for joining us in this episode of Tales from the Pedal Cabinet.
Tales.
We'll put a link again to the playlist of other Tales from the Pedal Cabinet's videos. Who came up with that name? It's so long. Probably
You did.
Yes.
And you know, there's a video of Lee setting it all up. He explains power supply and ratios and stereo influx stuff.
Anyway,
Whatever.
thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Au revoir.